Hey, how's it going, guys? And welcome back to another video on the Stock Kings YouTube channel. And today I will be going over AMC stock and the good news facing AMC stock today. But before I get into that, I want you guys to go ahead, give a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. It'll let you know whenever we post new videos, which has been twice a day. And also, I have my Instagram linked in the description below. Go ahead and follow that if you guys like. It would help to support me even more. But getting into it, let's go over a little bit of technical analysis on AMC theaters. Looking at the daily chart, as you can see here, very low in the past. We were all the way down to this $2 range. Then we had the huge momentum up. This was a huge hyped up meme stock. This goes all the way up here to around $20. Then we dip back down. We create a really good support here, I would like to point out. This is showing us very, very strong support. Here at the 527 range, you can see it bounced a lot, consolidated here, and then we get a nice breakout of this range. This would have been an excellent trade out of this range to come up to here. We're breaking down, and then again, we are consolidating here. And we've had a down couple, the last 3 days, we've been coming back down. And pre-market we're around 8:02. Currently it's 8:11 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. I want to take a closer look at this range that we're in. Yes, we're kind of mirroring this range from the past here um, on the 30-minute, and we have kind of an empty wick out of this range. But I would like to kind of highlight this, show you guys. Yeah, so this is kind of our no trade range, and we're going to be opening pre-market in the same range. So I would be looking for, buys above this resistance here at 828, and this would be shorted anywhere below here, 764. Be wary, we are very close to the 200 EMA and the 50. So you would be looking to take profits, up to that point. So any buys above 827, you're looking to take profits around 864, and any shorts below 765, you're looking to take your profits here at around 713, 715. So be wary about that and make sure you're using stop losses in case it does go the other way. Manage your capital. Make sure you don't take anything too much. What I like to do as a rule of thumb, so you're waiting for a close above here, and then you're taking your profit here. But I like to uh, get it just below that resistance line area, just in case if it does go back in, then you're getting out of it. Then the move is over. It didn't work out that time, but that's okay. So into the news that I think is super bullish for AMC stock. We have an article here by NPR. The movie industry holds its breath as New York reopens its theaters, which I think is huge news for AMC. As you can see in this photo, we're reopening Friday, March 5th, which is today. And that is huge. New York, huge city, and reopening theaters at reduced capacity. AMC Theaters, the largest chain in the country, opens its doors on March 5th, which is excellent news. And then Regal Entertainment will not be opening, so that takes away a competitor for AMC. But it says here it's entirely because New York and LA being closed that other major markets simply don't have major movies to play. Movies opening in New York and LA will give studios confidence that their larger titles are going to open well and do well across the country and internationally. And this is very good just for the entire movie industry as a whole. In the past months, we haven't had any new movies coming out, but with the news that, we're having big states like New York and California opening these theaters to limited capacity, that's huge news for the movie industry. There's going to be a lot of, sentiment like, okay, this is really working. We can start making more movies. The hype around AMC will start to increase. And then also, there's another article here by Cron 4. AMC Cinemark reopening select Bay Area theaters this Friday, March 5th, which is today. So it looks like you'll soon be able to catch a flick in some AMC and Cinemark theaters in the Bay Area, which is huge. AMC theaters confirmed in a statement it would resume operations at 5 AMC locations in San Francisco and Santa Clara counties beginning March 5th. And that is another huge bullish sentiment for AMC. We're going to start seeing more theaters open, more business for AMC, and that's excellent news for the stock. I think that's only another reason for you to get in while you still can on this stock before it keeps going up, because things are just going to start reopening more and more. You can see states like Texas, Mississippi, they are removing all restrictions, and they're going to be opening up their entire states. There was news yesterday that Governor Mike DeWine of Ohio, he is going to start reopening the state after 50 confirmed cases for 100,000 people in an area has been reported for 2 weeks. So if they are down to 50 cases per 100,000 people in a select area, then they will start to reopen after 2 weeks, which is another excellent news. I mean, more states reopening, more movie theaters opening for AMC is excellent news. And with that, more new movies will start to come out, and that'll bring in more business to AMC theaters. So going back to the charts, I would like to take a look at how this will affect the stock going forward. Let's look at the weekly chart. So yeah, as you can see here, we kind of had this huge run up, a huge empty wick, right back down. So if this stock does go up and we are playing long-term plays, I think it's important to note of this 200 EMA that you'll hit. So if you're taking buys, expecting this stock to go up as reopenings start, you are going to hit some trouble here. I think that is an important zone to take some partial profits. So you're continuing, like you're not taking out your full position, but however, you are making sure you are collecting profits as you go up. Otherwise, it'll run up and then run back down and you won't have collected anything. You never know when it's going to stop, but you can ensure that you're taking profits along the way, ensure those gains on that account. And then also, I think this is the weekly chart. So a good weekly resistance showed here, right above this empty wick, an important resistance. So we have our first take profit around 1168, and then we can have a second take profit around 2168. Now this is huge right here. You also could say here is another good zone. It's almost right below where this weekly wick started. But yeah, so you have 3 different places to take partial profits if you do see a massive run up. I think that's very important. So you take your first partial profit here around 1158. If we do get a break past the 200 EMA, then we have a second partial profit here at this past weekly resistance, very strong resistance on the weekly chart. So it's 1656 would be your second, and then your third and maybe final would be 2170. So we're expecting it to run up from $8 to 2168, and that's where you would be taking your profits. You could then leave runners running back up. I mean, we have some pretty big zones here around the $35 range. But yeah, I think it's just you need to have a plan of attack when going into this. So as you're running up, if we do see a lot more bullish momentum, today we're around the $8 range. We get a break above the 825. We can see it run up, fill these wicks to the 1158. Once we get a break of the 200, then we're taking it up. But I think it's important is to continually trail your stop loss. So let's kind of play this out. I would show you guys exactly how I would play this. So we are taking our first profit here. That would be your first TP. You have your stop just below this zone. And as soon as this comes up to here, we would then move our TP up to our next zone. So the price would have hit this 1172, and then look at this, huge stop loss. We don't want to be at that much risk when the stock runs up. So I think it's important to move this up as well. And this will also ensure more profits, because if it does decide to take a dip from this zone, reject off the 200, then we know we are still getting out with our profits. So let's say we get then a break of the 200 EMA, runs up to here, our next take profit. We would then from there, excuse me, be taking this up to our third and final zone. So this would be where you would be taking the majority of your profits, the majority of your position out. We have then price being at our next weekly zone here at 1657. And again, we have a huge stop loss. Our play is at major risk, our capital major risk. So we would then be moving this up as well to mirror this and ensure our profits. And then from there, if you continue to get a break above and you want to let your runners go, make sure this is, your most of your capital is out, but you move your stops up. And then if you want, you could probably take it up even farther. We have a lot of uh, support here on this zone. Sorry, move this back so you can see it a little better here. So then I would just make sure this is you don't have very much position in this yet. Make sure you're taking your profits, but yeah, and then your stops would be moved, and then you continuously move your stops as this goes up. But yeah, I think that is the long-term play on AMC, and these are all of the take profit zones that you would be hitting as this goes up. And I think with the bullish news of reopening of theaters, with reopening of states, we are going to see huge gains on AMC stock. But I think that's all I have for today. If you found value in this video, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. And again, I have my Instagram linked below. If you guys want to check that out, give me a follow. I would really appreciate the support. But as always, have a great day. Get some gains in the market, and I will see you guys next time.